For years, we've been told that walking is the golden ticket to good health as we age. It's simple, free, and seems to be the perfect way to stay active, especially after the age of 70. Many seniors believe that taking a daily walk is all they need to stay strong, mobile, and healthy. But what if I told you that walking too much and relying on it alone could actually speed up aging? That's right. According to new insights from doctors and aging experts, walking may not be the magical cure-all we once thought it was. In fact, when walking becomes your only form of exercise, it can lead to muscle loss, joint stiffness, poor balance, and even a higher risk of falling. That means you could feel weaker, slower, and less independent over time. Not what any of us want in our golden years. So what should you be doing instead? In this video, we're going to uncover 5 doctor-approved activities that are far more powerful than just walking. These strategies not only help you stay active, but also support strength, balance, flexibility, and joint health, all crucial for living well beyond 70. And trust me, the 5th one is rarely talked about, but it could change the way you age forever. If you're over 70 or love someone who is, stay with us until the very end. You won't just learn how to protect your body, you'll learn how to feel younger and move better every single day. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss more health tips that can transform your life. Ready? Let's get started. Number 1, strength training to preserve muscle mass. As we age, our bodies undergo a process called sarcopenia, an age-related loss of muscle mass and strength that can accelerate after 70. Walking will keep your legs moving, but it doesn't challenge your muscles in the way they need to stay strong. Picture this. Every time you push against something, whether it's lifting a bag of groceries or standing up from your favorite armchair, your muscles contract and adapt. If you don't challenge those muscles with resistance, they simply don't receive the signal to maintain their size or power. Over time, this leads to muscle fibers shrinking, a weaker frame, and greater difficulty with daily tasks that were once effortless. Consider the story of Robert, a sprightly 74-year-old retiree who prided himself on his daily 10,000-step walks. He saw himself as the picture of health until one afternoon, while trying to lift a box of books from his basement, he felt an unfamiliar weakness in his arms. A few days later, he struggled to rise from his couch without using his hands. Alarmed, he visited his doctor, who explained that these weren't signs of inevitable aging. They were the unmistakable hallmarks of muscle loss. Determined to reverse the trend, Robert started simple resistance exercises, bodyweight squats, seated leg presses with a resistance band, and light dumbbell curls using 2-liter water bottles. To his surprise, in just a few weeks, he felt stronger when standing, steadier on his feet, and more energetic throughout the day. You might think you need a gym membership or heavy weights, but you really don't. All you need is a way to push your muscles a bit harder than usual. Try this quick test. Sit on a chair and stand up without using your hands. If it feels challenging, that's your body telling you it's time to rebuild. You can start by doing seated leg extensions, wall push-ups, or holding light household items for bicep curl. Aim for 2 to 3 sessions a week, each lasting just 10 minutes. Gradually increase the difficulty, move from cans of soup to heavier objects, from 2 sets to 3, or from slower repetitions to slightly faster tempos. This gentle, progressive resistance training sends a powerful signal to your muscles. Keep growing, keep supporting me. Remember, muscle is the foundation of every move you make, and rebuilding it is one of the most effective ways to age well. And hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a great time. Click that button below to stay updated on simple yet powerful ways to boost your strength at any age. Number 2, balance and stability exercises to prevent falls. Walking certainly helps with general leg strength, but it doesn't automatically improve your balance. In fact, unless you purposefully train the small stabilizing muscles in your ankles, hips, and core, your equilibrium can suffer over time. After 70, falls are the #1 cause of serious injury in older adults, and they often happen not because of muscle weakness alone, but because of compromised balance. Imagine stepping off a curb, catching a slight misstep, and realizing you no longer recover as fluidly as you once did. That moment can shake your confidence, and worse, lead to a broken hip or wrist, which in turn can trigger a cascade of health challenges. Edward, a 76-year-old avid walker, never thought balance would be an issue, until the day he nearly toppled stepping off a curb. He experienced a frightening wobble and realized that simply moving forward each day wasn't the same as staying steady when life threw small curves at him. His doctor recommended a few targeted balance drills, standing on one foot while holding onto a counter for support, walking heel to toe in a straight line, and shifting weight side to side with your eyes closed. At first, Edward barely managed 10 seconds on one foot, but within weeks of daily practice, he was holding his position for 30 seconds and walking heel to toe more confidently. He reported feeling reconnected with his body, less fearful of stray stones on the pavement, and far more secure with every step. You don't need fancy equipment, just a bit of open space and something sturdy to grasp if needed. Try this quick check. Stand near a wall or stable chair, lift one foot just a few inches off the ground, and see how long you can hold it. 10 seconds is a solid start. If you struggle, that's a clear signal to begin balance work. Incorporate 3 or 4 of these drills into a daily 5-minute routine. Over time, you'll find that your gait improves, your posture steadies, and those heart-stopping near falls become a thing of the past. By actively training your balance, you build a safety net of stability that walking alone can never provide. Number 3, flexibility and mobility to keep joints healthy. Walking keeps you moving, but it doesn't stretch your muscles or maintain the full range of motion in your joints. Yet flexibility and mobility become increasingly important after 70, as joint stiffness can creep up, making simple tasks like turning to look over your shoulder or bending down to tie your shoe feel tight and uncomfortable. When joints don't move through their full arc regularly, the connective tissues and muscles around them can shorten and stiffen. Over time, this limitation can lead to discomfort, poor posture, and even pain that undermines your desire to stay active. Walter, an energetic 78-year-old who prided himself on his morning walks, began noticing a nagging tightness each time he tried to get out of bed. His back felt like a rusty hinge, and reaching overhead to grab a cup from the top shelf left him wincing. When he mentioned this to his doctor, he learned that he wasn't just getting old. His joints were signaling that they hadn't been moving through their entire range of motion. To counter this, Walter added gentle flexibility exercises to his routine. Neck turns, shoulder rolls, arm circles, hip openers, ankle rotations, and knee pulls. He dedicated just 10 minutes each morning to these movements, focusing on smooth, controlled stretches rather than forcing his body into extreme positions. Within a few weeks, Walter felt noticeably looser. He no longer braced himself when reaching overhead, and he enjoyed getting out of bed with less stiffness. He remarked that this newfound ease extended beyond flexibility. His posture improved, his mood lifted, and he moved with a fluidity he hadn't experienced in years. Flexibility isn't about bending like a yogi or touching your toes. It's about keeping your body's natural range accessible so you can perform everyday activities without strain. Try this simple test. Stand up and slowly turn your head as far right as you comfortably can, then as far left. Any tightness or discomfort means it's time to focus on mobility work. Incorporate 2 to 3 gentle stretches into your daily routine, and relish the freedom of movement that walking alone can never provide. Number 4, core and posture exercises to protect your spine. Your core muscles, the deep abdominals, obliques, and lower back, form the central support system for your entire body. After 70, a strong core is essential not only for maintaining balance and preventing falls, but also for protecting your spine from undue stress. Walking doesn't engage these deep muscles enough to keep them strong, and poor posture can quickly become a problem, leading to rounded shoulders, back discomfort, and inefficient movement patterns. When your core weakens, other parts of your body compensate, often resulting in aches, pains, and a gradual decline in functional independence. Harold, age 75, was a daily walker who noticed his shoulders rounding and a persistent ache in his lower back. Despite his regular cardio routine, he felt stiff and unbalanced. His doctor explained that when your core isn't activated, your spine does more work than it should, leading to discomfort and fatigue. To address this, Harold started incorporating simple posture resets and core activations into his day. Standing tall against a wall with heels, buttocks, shoulders, and head touching, gentle seated pelvic tilts, and diaphragmatic breathing with a conscious tightening of his lower abdomen. He also added slow, controlled exercises like seated marches, gentle torso twists, and modified planks from his knees. Within weeks, Harold reported feeling a newfound lightness in his back, easier breathing, and improved balance when walking on uneven surfaces. His shoulders sat back naturally, and he carried himself with confidence rather than a stoop. You can test your posture right now. Stand with your back against a wall and see if your head, shoulders, and hips all touch the surface. If your head or shoulders don't make contact, your posture likely needs attention. Spend 5 minutes each morning performing these core and posture exercises, and watch how your spine pain diminishes, your alignment improves, and your overall movement becomes more efficient. Your core is literally the center of your strength. Nurturing it is one of the smartest investments you can make in your health. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more practical tips that protect your spine and core at every age. Number 5. Joint protection and low-impact alternatives. While walking is a fantastic way to stay active, the repetitive impact on your knees, hips, and ankles can eventually wear down the cartilage and connective tissues, leading to stiffness, swelling, and chronic pain. After 70, the combination of reduced muscle support around the joints and years of repetitive stress can leave you feeling sore after what used to be a relaxing stroll. That soreness isn't just a sign of a job well done. It's your body asking for relief and support in new ways. Raymond, a 77-year-old retiree, walked religiously every morning but found his knees aching more frequently and his lower back tightening up by midday. His doctor explained that while walking kept him moving, it wasn't doing enough to strengthen the muscles that cushion his joints or to give those joints a break from constant impact. To protect his joints, Raymond diversified his routine. He added 2 sessions of swimming each week, where the buoyancy of the water took pressure off his knees and hips. He tried indoor cycling on a stationary bike at light resistance, and he incorporated gentle chair-based stretches each morning to lubricate his joints before getting out of bed. The results were remarkable. Raymond's joint pain subsided, his steps felt lighter, and he rediscovered the joy of walking without dreading the afterward stiffness. Low-impact exercises like water aerobics, tai chi, swimming, and seated leg lifts offer the perfect balance of movement and joint protection. To test your joint health, try standing from a seated position without using your hands. If your knees feel shaky, stiff, or painful, it's a clear sign your joints need targeted care. By weaving in these joint-friendly activities, you preserve your cartilage, maintain functional strength, and ensure that walking remains a joy, not a chore. So ask yourself, have you been spending too much on walking as your sole form of exercise? While walking undoubtedly offers cardiovascular and mental health benefits, it doesn't cover all the bases your body needs after 70. You deserve a routine that builds and protects muscle, hones your balance, preserves your flexibility, strengthens your core, and shields your joints from undue stress. These 5 pillars, strength training, balance exercises, mobility stretches, core and posture work, and low-impact joint protection, create a comprehensive approach that walking alone simply cannot match. Remember the stories of Robert, Edward, Walter, Harold, and Raymond. Each one of them added a small, manageable habit to their lives and saw transformative results in strength, stability, comfort, and confidence. You don't need a fancy gym membership or expensive equipment. A resistance band, a sturdy chair, a few cans of soup, and a willingness to spend 10 minutes a day make all the difference. Start where you are, at your own pace, and let these practices become part of your daily ritual. Which of these 5 areas will you focus on first? Will you test your chair stand to see if your muscles are up to par? Or perhaps you'll try holding one leg up to gauge your balance. Maybe flexibility stretches appeal to you, or you're ready to embrace a few core activations. Share one insight you gained from this video, and tell us how you plan to apply it in your life by leaving a comment below. Your stories inspire others, and your engagement helps us create more content tailored to your needs. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with friends or family members who might be over-relying on walking alone. Your support means the world to us and fuels our mission to help you age with strength, grace, and confidence. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video, where we'll explore even more ways to live your best life, step by step, at any age.